Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today, man, I just want to touch on this MO3 situation because there's been a little mix-up as to where the reason of what his death, the cause of it. All we know is that he was shot and killed on the interstate in Dallas, but it came out recently that he was actually killed over jealousy. You know, over a female. I just want to talk about this because, man, this is a little too common, especially in the urban world, in the black community. People dying over women, and like I said, man, there's too much women out there to be dying over women. I don't care how jealous you are, I don't care how insecure you are, whatever the case may be, and vice versa. Ladies, it's too much men out here to be killing or fighting over any man. It's too much, man. We gotta do better. For y'all that's unfamiliar with the situation, MO3 was a rapper from Dallas, Texas, I believe, or Texas, whatever the case. Yeah, in that area. He was shot and killed on the Dallas interstate last November 2020, just a few days after King Von was murdered in Atlanta. Now, since then, 2 suspects have been caught and indicted for the murder, which was 22-year-old Keywan White, and he was indicted in February. And on April 21st of this year, 28-year-old Devin Brown, Devin Brown was indicted as the second suspect. Now, even though these 2 suspects was caught, the motive behind MO3 being killed was still unclear, and most people just thought that it was a targeted hit, being that a lot of MO3's ops went live celebrating his death when the news came, and they made their little hints, alleging like they had something to do with it. And that's, matter of fact, to get on another subject, right? That's actually crazy because it's starting to become a pattern. As soon as someone dies, the ops start going live and making jokes or trying to act as if they had something to do with it. The whole time, all you doing is telling on yourselves, building a conspiracy case. I don't know if these guys are like familiar with the law, right? But you could be arrested off of conspiracy alone when you do things like that if the police really wanted to. And mind you, these are supposed to be street guys. Like, these are guys that's supposed to know better. You know, the toughest gangster, whatever. And in this case, Trap Boy Freddy was the main one as soon as MO3 was killed to do those type of antics. Yellow Beezy too, but nobody stretched it more than Trap Boy Freddy did, because I actually seen that live for myself. But anyway, as far as the story, I don't think, to be honest with you, MO3's killing was because of a woman, simply based on how he was tracked down, targeted, and murdered. But I'm just going for the media's narrative, and not be so conspiracy theorist like y'all say. And we're just going to touch on the story based off what the media says and saying that he was killed out of jealousy. So before we get into all that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you aren't. I swear, it's lit here. So join the Anonymous gang and stay connected to the realest content on YouTube. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, according to Dallas News, Brown, who was already in custody by the time White was arrested, told police he was aware MO3 was dating a known witness and got upset over a Facebook video involving the late rapper. However, he denied being involved in the shooting. But police said cell phone data placed White near the apartment where MO3 stayed the night before his death. Now, this is a little creepy because that means that he was spying on this man and MO3 ain't even know it. Like, could you imagine being in your place of peace and comfort and just thinking that you're away from it all, only to find out that you are being spied on? You know how creepy that is? Like, you know how that's a scary feeling. Someone trying to kill you and they plotting on you, and they probably in your bushes, they in your backyard, they watching you and you don't even know it. God forbid if you're doing something crazy. But also, it says that phone records showed several calls between Brown and White on the days leading up to the shooting. Now, lesson number 1. I don't know if any of these guys are familiar with the First 48 or CSI or Law and Order, right? But that's the first rule to anything pertaining to the streets. Stay off them phones. I cannot stress that any longer. I know a lot of people who've been indicted off of their cell phone alone. They was doing everything right, you know, doing what they doing, boom, boom, boom. But their biggest mistake was talking illegal information on them phones. And just, you know, a lot of these people that's in the street, they tend to think that the cops aren't listening because like, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that, I ain't this big time, you never know. When they want you, they are definitely coming to get you, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to get you. So like I said, stay off them phones. If you're gonna do anything illegal, man, leave your phone home. Because not only that, they're able to ping your phone's data and find out where your exact location was at a certain time that can match you up to wherever the crime happened. Like I said, these guys obviously didn't know what they were doing. Now, the brown guy, he's definitely doing time because he was already in a whole bunch of other criminal activities in Dallas that he's been caught for. He's pleaded guilty to federal charges of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute a controlled substance. He has multiple pending charges in Dallas County, including manufacture or delivery of a controlled substance, money laundering, and unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. So he's cooked. Now, also, the other guy, White, he's also been indicted on a charge of aggravated assault in connection with the November 2020 shooting that happened at MO3. Now, court records show he's also facing unrelated charges of evading arrest, theft and unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon in Dallas County, as well as an aggravated assault charge in Denton County. So like I said, these guys, man, they have prior history of crime. They already felons, so it's looking like they definitely gonna do time. Now, let's get into the whole situation with the jealousy situation, man. There was a girl that came out and she was speaking on the situation, but I think it was more than one. I think it was like two. So it's kind of like a mix up because like I haven't really been following the story. It happened and then I never really paid too much attention because I wasn't too much of a fan of MO3. You know, I didn't really know his music, so I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan. I just was unfamiliar with his music. But as time went on, and you know, you hear the stories of what happened, and you know something ain't right. And they said it was over a female. Now, they said the female set him up, but here it says that the female may have not set him up. It was just a guy who was jealous over MO3 being with this female that I guess that he had interest in. One thing, man, like I said earlier, this is too common. Do not kill, because now look, these two guys are definitely going to jail over a woman. There's millions of women out there. You do not need to kill anybody because of a woman, man. Jealousy is a very, very bad trait to have. There's not nothing in this world that another person has that you can't have yourself. That includes women, that includes money, that includes cars, that includes jewelry, that includes clothes. All the fancy things that you guys get jealous over the next person about. You do not have to kill another man because he has something that you don't have, man. And we see this all too often, especially in the hood. I personally know guys that have been killed who was getting money in the hood. You know, even though they were showing love, it's just always that one person who is jealous, who want what you have. And they rather not see you with it because they see you getting the love that they want. So they feel that they gonna kill you just so you don't get that attention, that love, that stuff that they don't have, man. It's very unfortunate. It's very disgusting. I just wish, man, that everybody realize that whatever you want in this world is obtainable. If you want something, just go out, grind, and get it. When I say grind, I don't mean the illegal way, man. Especially today's climate and what we in, it's plenty of ways to get money now. Tons of new ways. The internet is your source to whatever you want. You want to learn about real estate. You want to learn about flipping homes, whatever entrepreneurship that you want to get into. You could literally go on YouTube and figure out how to do it. There's manuals, there's courses. there's a lot of things, man, out there, a lot of resources for you guys to go out and make this money, man. So please, anybody that's listening, that you feel that you got to take something from another man, whether it's robbing, stealing, murdering someone for it, before you do that, think about the time. Think about what comes after it, man. Because now these two guys, if it really was over a woman, these two guys are literally going to be sitting in the jail cell for the rest of their lives over a woman. Now, like I said, I really personally don't believe that MO3 was killed over a woman because of the way he was targeted and the way that they came after him, chased him down, murdered him in cold blood, all in broad daylight. That's just a little too much. It's more. It got to be more to the story. Like I said, I'm kind of new with this whole situation, so it's not something I really follow. But after reading the articles and seeing what's going on and hearing that it was over jealousy, you know, I guess. So let's see what comes out of this, man. Like I said, you don't have to take anything from the next person. Just work hard and grind your way to the top, man. Everyone has their time eventually. So your time will come. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.